You know what I noticed? There's a lot of individuals right now that really, really hate OnlyFans. And, it's understandable. I mean, it's not a beacon of morality or anything. But we're talking about individuals that are like, I'm going to spend 5 hours on Twitter and just nonstop talk about OnlyFans and how much I hate it type of hate. Like that type of individual. And what I'm surprised about those is that they actually know the names of the girls. Like, they know the names of everything, which is a little bit interesting for me, Because, like, I had no idea who Bonnie Blue is. Now, if you told me, oh, she's the chick that slept with 1,057 men, I would be like, that one. All right? But, like, when you know the lore to such intricate amounts of details, when you're, like, at the level of eye color. Because the thing is, like, if you took this lady and you placed it in a police assembly line and asked me, it's like, hey, can you pick up the one that slept with 1,057 men? I'd be like, no. I don't know. Like, I heard the article. Yeah, I was like, ugh. But, like, can I pick her out from? No, because I have no interest. But again, it's fascinating that when you go on Twitter, people know these ladies by the name, by their accomplishments, their achievements, but they really hate OnlyFans. They really despise it. It's kind of like, look, I really don't enjoy Mexican cartel execution videos. I generally don't. Like, I find it disgusting and disturbing. But I can't imagine a time when I would spend like 4 hours of my life going on Twitter, nonstop condemning these videos, and then when I see one, I'll be like, I know that guy. I know the video. Right? Like, isn't that a little bit interesting? It's just like fascinating because, like, again, everyone hates OnlyFans, yet it's making so much money. So it has to beg the question, like, why are these ladies getting millions of dollars if everyone hates them? And then you start to realize that maybe we actually live in a very dishonest society. Instead of improving society, people are extremely dishonest about what they like in public in order to, get people not to look into what they're doing. A little bit of reflection. But anyway, let's talk about this lady, right? So, initially, she slept with 1,057 men. And now she was going to sleep with 2,000, but OnlyFans banned her for a stunt that they call extreme content. Right, so let me get this straight. 1,057 acceptable, 2,000 it's extreme. Well, a lot of people don't get that, and I can explain it. Corporations, they're looking for brand safety and PR. Like, believe it or not, that thing does exist. Like, everyone expects that OnlyFans behaves like OnlyFans, right? Like, they already know what the website is, and they already accept it. Like, the reason most people accept it is because, well, the entire porn magazine industry, VHS tapes, like, all of the erotic hotlines and all of the websites of the internet, well, all of them has been quarantined in one place, right? Like, this is why society accepts OnlyFans. It's like all of the smooth is like in one place and it stays there, and at least we know where it is. Like, it's out of sight, out of mind. People still do it, but pretend they don't. And so for OnlyFans, they don't want to become the topic of conversation. They don't want these types of articles because it hurts their business, And the thing is, like, this is what a lot of individuals don't get. If tomorrow OnlyFans stops existing, like, let's say you manage to crack down on it, right? Like, let's say you manage to hurt it financially and it stops. What do you think will happen? Do you think, like, all the girls will just go, yeah, well, I guess that was it. I guess we're going to wrap it up. We don't have the website. And all the men that were on the website in the beginning, they're going to say, well, gosh darn it, where do I go now? Like, no, obviously, if OnlyFans stops existing, you're going to destroy containment. And it's going to be the same way before OnlyFans. You're now going to have like a multitude of websites on the internet. You're going to have like ones that don't even have proper terms of service because they're just upstarting and no one knows about them. And they're going to have the website trying to one-edge each other, like which one does the stuff more extreme to attract more viewers. That's what you're going to get, right? Because like when you're attacking OnlyFans, you're attacking a website. You're not attacking the phenomenon. The phenomenon is, well, some men are unhappy when they're married because apparently those are the ones that are giving money. And so, because of their unhappy marriage, they're turning into that shit. So, like, unless you're tackling the phenomenon, like, unless you're talking with the actual guy and convincing him to stop doing it, Simply targeting a website on the internet where the activity happens is not going to solve anything. Now, what is going to solve OnlyFans, because nothing is forever, is probably companions AI. Like, I think like that's the next evolution, right? Like, it's going to be text-based. Like, people go in a chat room and there's an AI that they talk to, and at least you can now have the same level of smooth without having to kidnap a woman in order to do it. I know a lot of people still disavow, but they're going to be disavowed. They have been disavowing, they are disavowing, and they will be disavowing long after I'm dead, right? Like, the disavowers will exist. But it's just like a statement of fact. It's an objective of fact in the evolution of the smooth. It's not something that is from our generations, like brothels existed, prostitutes existed. Right now, everything is online. And in the future, it probably won't require a woman to do it. And so, that's my take on OnlyFans, right? It's a vice, it's an evil, but it's a contained evil. It's something that at least has a name. We know what it is. It has terms of service. And so I prefer that things don't revert to the way they were in the past, with extreme websites, with like various places that were underground. But with that said, do I have any respect for this lady? Absolutely not. The question is, and no one is asking this, like, why is she doing this? Is this about sex, right? Like is having to sleep with thousands of men. Is this what she is doing? And so I asked the AI to help me figure something out. An OnlyFans girl plans to sleep with 2,000 men in one day. How much time would every man receive? So let's break it down with brutal math, right? Like time per man, 0.72 minutes. That's 43.2 seconds. Each man gets about 43 seconds. That's not enough time to say hello and unzip, let alone anything remotely resembling sex. It's more a drive-through gangbang than an intimate experience. Realistic implications. Logistically impossible without rotating stations, a medical team, hydration protocols, and frankly, inhuman stamina. Even in an orgy format, you need multiple men interacting simultaneously, which defeats the per-man count as individual encounter. Safety, consent, and legally are red flags the size of Jupiter. So while it may be a publicly stunt or a fantasy scenario, the math makes it clear. This is less about sex. It's more about numbers and spectacle, right? So like this is what it is. It's about spectacle. How do you fix this phenomenon? By not giving it the spectacle. When I was a kid, I remember like there was these heavy metal Satanist bands, right? Like they were and singing about Satan and, you know, dressing themselves in a manner to shock. Because that was what they were doing. Like they wanted to shock. They wanted the spectacle, right? It's not like one day someone grew up and it's like, you know, this black death metal satanic music, it calls to me. It elevates the spirit. Like, no, that's not the reason they existed. They were to shock society. Like, they wanted the disdain and the disgust. They wanted people to be shocked. And so how did you fight that? By not talking about it. Like, every time people talk about this, every time, you know her name and all of that shit, and you're giving her what she wants. She doesn't want the sexual experience. She's already rich. She wants the spectacle. So people constantly bringing it up. People constantly talking about it. People being like, oh my goodness. Oh, but don't you think that's literally what she wants you to do? Right? Like the people that were singing death metal. Isn't it like they wanted you to go, oh my goodness. Like they wanted the church lady to get a heart attack. And so when you're playing into that, congratulations, you're doing literally what she's expecting. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my God. Ah. And so, the thing is, as I mentioned before, I have no respect for, obviously. Like she probably doesn't even want my respect. I'm pretty sure that she's not interested in farming it. But from a respect point, I have even less respect for the men that do it. Like, at least the people singing the death metal. You know, like, they want to spread the edginess and the shit. Okay. But the ones paying for that, why? Why are you paying for that? Like, this is so fucking degrading, isn't it? You know, like, at least from a utilitarian point of view, like, morality aside, we're just looking at the outcome, right? She's making millions of dollars out of the spectacle. It's not the sex thing that's the one that sells. No, it's the spectacle, right? She's making millions of dollars out of this shit. Like, from her point of view, She's not going to have problems paying rent. She's not going to have problems thinking that she won't afford a doctor. She's not going to have problems worrying about paying the electrical bill. She can start a legitimate business. Like in 10 years, everyone forgets about her. She can change her name, start the business, a gas station or some shit, and there you go. If she's smart. I don't know if she's smart or not. But like, I at least from a utilitarian point of view, I can see why she's doing it. Like, okay, she's going to have 1 day of PTSD. Kind of like a mercenary going for Wagner and doing wet work for Russia. Like there are other jobs that are like that. And she probably makes more money. So like, in a way, I get the grift. Like, statistically speaking, out of 350 million people, you will find one that is willing to do this. But the men, I don't get it. Like, what are they gaining? They're not gaining any sort of spectacle, no fame, no nothing. It's like, can you imagine? I just want you to put yourself in those shoes for a little bit. You're at a line with 2,000 other men, right? Like, let's say the queue isn't full and they're called like an appointment to the doctor. And you're there with like 20 or 30 other guys. And you're sitting there and you're reading a magazine or whatever the fuck, right? And there's like a team of professionals that like checks your health and probes you with needles to see if you don't have STDs and shit. And then you go in and you're there and you do that like 700 other people chew the burger before you. And you get like 20 seconds and then you're out. The most demeaning thing imaginable, the most degrading thing imaginable. Like, this is what I don't get. It's like, how do you find so many men? Because, like, I get it, like, the woman is one. Like, if you give me the ability to group in a country of 350 million people to find one woman that's willing to do it, it's not that fucking hard, right? Like, eventually you will find one. But to find 2,000 men that are willing to do this, at least the woman gets paid. They don't get shit. This is what baffles my brain and what no one talks about, right? It's like, how do you find so many men willing to put up with it? Because if I'm telling you, you need to find me a woman and you pay her $1 million. Like, $1 million, she has to do this for 24 hours. You will find one. Like, you will find one willing to take. You'll probably find more. Because it's $1 million, right? But the men aren't getting anything. It's just baffling. Let me know, chat. Like, what do you think? Why are men putting up with this? That's the actual question. Not about OnlyFans or women. Like, why are men willing to degrade themselves to this level? And not to mention, they're also filmed, right? Because, like, that's part of the evidence that she has that she actually accomplished it. So, yeah, all in all, I do support OnlyFans banning her. Why do I support OnlyFans banning her? I do agree that OnlyFans as a website is a necessary evil of containment. Like, you gotta contain it. Without it, you're going to have to deal with like 100 or 1,000 websites. The same thing that happened before the website existed. But it should still be regulated. Like, this is something that's endangering a person. Like, you can die from this. There's already a lady in hospital. Like, okay, it happened once. It was a novelty. It happened twice. All right. Time to wrap it up. Time to wrap it up. It's not something that should become a societal-wide thing. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.